Hey, Max here. So there has been a new presentation deep dive I want to go through, get my thoughts on. But first, I want to go through some things, prior to this that EA talking about. They know about the disconnect issue that's happening. We did a video on this on Saturday. There's been a lot more, right? It was kind of like once out of every 15 to 20 games we get a disconnect, and it's gotten down to like once every like 4 games or something. It's really gone ham on us, and it's kind of ruined a lot of weekend leagues. Some people have ways around it, obviously. I haven't tested anything. I don't know what to tell you about it, but they say they're going to try and patch it. They're working on one that's going to patch to release early this week, with changes should alleviate the issue. So it's an EA promise, so I would not necessarily have faith in it. We've seen their patches in the past. All right, so there will be the Blitz promo info. Kralo hoped to have it done by Wednesday, he said on stream, but it could be later than that too. So the presentation update, right? And we're gonna go through this stuff. We saw this video going on. Maybe I don't know if I want to have this playing or not, but like you can kind of see they got the lighting, they got the fans. They did it at this specific stadium for a reason. But deferred lighting and rendering, they're going to go through the game and every part of the stadium, they said. And here's the thing about graphics, right? I think graphics are really cool to look at, but I think graphics are like there. It's kind of like looking at the Mona Lisa. You look at it, you're like, huh, that's kind of neat. But then you kind of move on. You try and get some other enjoyment out of life. So like graphics themselves are cool. As a gamer, it's like the thing that you look at most is see how much like effort they put in, right? If it's amazing, if it's really cool looking, neat, right? But like the gameplay needs to be fun, right? It's all gameplay. But it is kind of cool to see the little things that they're taking care of. All the the muscle definition. I don't know if they can get tattoos because I know they got to get artist sign-offs on that. The lighting, the ray tracing. I know that's a pretty big deal. Although I think ray tracing is crashing my PS5 Spider-Man. Right now, I've had 2 crashes with it, so I can't even get it right and can't even keep it running on my current PS5 for such a great graphics game that we'll see what happens with Madden. So they got Pyro VFX, got some dynamic shadows to drastically improve the fidelity of player run-out tunnels. Okay. Deferred lighting allows for more lighting source in our NFL environments, creating beautifully lit details. Like I said, that's cool, but like after a while, we just kind of like overlook a lot of it, right? It's for like people that really notice these things that are kind of like taken aback by it. It's nice, but yeah, it's the same. I feel like this whole thing is like, this is cool. I'm glad that you're doing all of it, but my care level is kind of low. Like I say, it's a good looking game. I don't think it's gonna look as good as 2K because 2K puts a lot of their effort into like how the game looks and feels. The environment, and Madden's kind of like tries it, but they're not nearly as good at that. Like I really like this. Like the snow is kind of there in Lambeau. It's a really cool, late season game. Rodgers looking at it. It's just like it's neat, right? Neat. But the most important thing is again gameplay. So let's go through the more of the things. They got sidelines fixed, contextual player bench, fan reactions. Like how many times have we seen like, a coach come out in the field and chip a kick returner? You never see it Madden. You see the coach on the field, but they never try and trip it. They never go full Tomlin on it. I hate it. It's not realistic. But like, yeah, I do like that. The explosive passion. It's kind of, it adds a little bit more depth to the game, of course. The feel, the fans, the pregame cinematics delivered unprecedented match gameplay, immersion, sights and sounds, blah, 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 meaningful interactions during the game. Like, the meaningful interactions are like, when my receiver makes its break and catches the ball in traffic. Like, interactions on, like, the sidelines. I know a lot of more casual players are super into that, but it always just seems like they're nitpicking at things that are not, like, primary issues, but they need to be looked at, too. They need to be catered to also because the game isn't just for the hardcore, and I agree with that. I don't think it's just for all of us. People do appreciate it as the NFL simulator. You got to simulate the stadium as well as the players, like, really well, right? You see dudes point out like, oh, it's the same few fans every year. It's like, so I don't know. Those critiques always caught me as like, so what, right? Next gen player movement, they talked about that. Yeah, that's a whole different thing we already went through. Player tracking. We're looking at more graphics now. Whoops, wrong one. So In-game experiences deliver authentic, dense sidelines and beautifully rendered crowds that you can interact with alongside post-play player movements, reaction. True to the NFL. Why did I kind of like read this weird? I don't know why. Your teammates who once only sat on the sidelines now have more meaningful interactions during the game. The improved hardware. Is Joey Porter going to come out in the field and pick a fight with the Bengals so that we can win a playoff game? That'd be kind of hot. The improved hardware provided by next-generation consoles has allowed us to greatly increase the number of unique sideline entities, which simultaneously. Wow, I can't speak. I apologize. I've started drinking my coffee, but now I'm done with it. Simultaneously adding levels of interactivity, authenticity, and reactivity never before showcased in Madden NFL. Players on the sidelines have player likeness, name, body type, and skin type. Players will now jump out of the way of a ball out of bounds or move out of the way of a player runs and push out of bounds. Will we be able to tip over the sideline benches? Can I knock over a cameraman? Where are the cheerleaders? Are they going to do cheerleaders too that we can knock over? That would be authentic, right? Sideline characters set up to watch and react to the play, right? I can't wait to go to like Lambeau Field and then like just bowl the shit out of some high school chick, right? Where's Lambeau Field? Do we see any high school cheerleaders here that we can run over? I'm not seeing it. Just photographers. Ugh. Or is it St. Norbert? Sorry, college. Sorry. Damn. You completely lost me. Game's unplayable. Horrible. Assholes for not even including that. You wouldn't see 2K making the same mistakes. You wouldn't see it. Celebrate with the crowd. The following sentence gives the ability to celebrate in the crowd. Again, it's flavor shit that I really don't give a fuck, right? This isn't fucking food. That's the flavor I care about. Always with the fat jokes. Next-gen player bodies. NFL athletes are built differently depending on the positions they play. And, like, they kind of went over this last night. Like, I'll believe it when I see it, right? If they have, like, a dozen. I don't know. How many different player bodies they have types? No, they probably have, like, 30, maybe, player types, right? They went through that in the last blog. It's all right. I mean, if the faces on the legends are accurate, the body types are close. I mean, DK better be freaking shredded like pork, okay? That shit better be delicious. Wait, that was not the thing I wanted to say. Call another dude delicious. I hate myself. What's the higher processing power of next-gen hardware we can visually represent the player bodies to match their real-life counterparts? Like, how individualistic is it going to be? I think you're just going to stack them on with a certain height, weight, body type, whether they're buff, medium, or thick with 2 C's. But, like, I guess, you know, it's to see how many unique body types they have. Like, how can we customize body types? How shredded can they be? Can we add, like, what about arm length, right? Is arm length, like, in NBA, they represent arm length. Is that not represented in Madden? That should be represented. Guys that have longer arms should be able to swat the ball better, right? Opportunities to upgrade our render skeleton to better demonstrate secondary body motions, real-life muscle deformations. That's cool, right? Like, on collisions, like, that's a lot of what this whole freaking game is. Collisions and body deformations. But, like, I don't know. We can go back frame by frame and take a look at their body deform. Nothing looks too deformed there. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right. It's something, I don't, we'll see. Location-based audio. I mean, okay, with audio, I always turn mine off. I've never thought audio really matters. I mean, there's some competitive advantage to it when you can, like, hear people do audibles on the field. But I don't think it's, like, enough for me to not listen to music and just kind of chill out and play Madden like that. So they do say spatialized audio technology wraps you around for a completely immersive experience. Would it be like, you know, guys getting, like, would you need surround sound so you can hear, like, the lineman behind you? But, like, if you're in a third-person omniscient view and you're controlling the quarterback, would the sound be in front of you because they're in front of you going at your quarterback, or would it be behind you because you're the quarterback? I don't know. It depends on how immersive it gets. Do we have first-person view for that now? And then sound placement on first person. There's a lot of questions there. Like, a lot of these statements bring out more questions, in my opinion. Utilizing crowd placement data that provides one-to-one fidelity of crowd members in the stands, we're able to accurately place cone outputs, utilizing specialization effects and precise orientation. Right? Okay. if there isn't a crowd member yelling Daryl, like something like that, dude, I don't want to hear this crowd specialization. There got to be some crowd members like just crapping on our players, like, hey, 81, you suck. Like, and then like in New York, there's got to be like a thick accent. I'm not even gonna do it because I don't want to insult the fine people of New York and their very Brooklyn-esque accent, but you know it's there. And when we get some southern drawls down south, we're gonna get like, is Atlanta, New Orleans? Are they gonna have their very special, unique? Is Green Bay Packer fans mouthful gonna be like fucking cheese-filled mouth while they're trying to yell? Like the goddamn Steelers just kicking their ass like they did in... Damn, did they ever? They lost the Super Bowl. I don't know. Never mind. We'll just say like the Colts did. There. I had a lot of salty Packer fans in my mentions over the weekend because I said I tweeted out that game was rigged. They still lost it, even though it was rigged for them. They still lost it. Impact, Specialized Sound, FX. I'm sorry, Packers fan. I love you. Packers are my second favorite team. And when the crowd roars, audio is an underrated attribute of the total gaming experience. The thing is, like, I would care about their audio if their soundtrack wasn't ass for the last 3 years, right? They've done such a bad job since Madden 17, right? 16 was like one of the finest soundtracks in gaming history. 17 was okay, and then it's just such a downward slide, right? You cannot put out words like audio is an underrated attribute of total gaming experience and then put out the soundtrack that you've put out, okay? Fucking hollow marketing words right there. Stunning weather detail. I did talk about that with the, that was kind of cool with the snow, right? The snow in Lambeau. That was kind of neat. And I mean, I'm never going to play a weather game because I play online, and weather games would be horrible for online Madden because it just adds more randomness to an already random game. Like, that's cool. That kind of looked like the snow was floating up. Yeah, snow. Why is snow floating up? What's going on? Is there some like anti-gravity measure? Or what's going on? Why is snow going up? Weird. Maybe I just haven't seen the right type of snow. Maybe snow in Green Bay goes a little different. Maybe that's what happens, right? I thought the field was heated, but in fact, the field in Green Bay is sprinkled with snow, and then it floats. I don't know, man. Weird. Controller haptics. I mean, I've always liked the controller vibration on a guy coming in on you next to you. All right, strike that from the record. A guy, like a pass rusher coming on you, and they talk about that. Let you feel what the players feel on the field. Adaptive triggers. I don't like the use of adaptive triggers. How are they going to do that? Use the field resistance of the trigger to give feedback player breaking a tackle or running on low stamina. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Breaking a tackle, running on low stamina. I don't mind that at all. But yeah, the warning for an oncoming blitzing linebacker or feeling the thud of game-winning catch in your hands. That's okay, as long as it's not, like, ridiculous. But yeah, the warning, the vibration warning of, like, a guy is off of it. Like, in a quarterback, you'd see it out of your peripheral vision. Madden, like, you're looking downfield, it's kind of hard to see it as well because you're so far over the field with the camera that I like that little feedback as a warning. Like, hey, get the ball out now, you're taking a sack. Overall, though, like, cool, right? I don't mind any of this. We'll go, like, here and just watch it play out. Like, obviously, next gen, the one thing that we're going to get is better graphics, right? And it's not something I was worried about. Madden year to year is fine. They recently, I don't think year over year, the graphics have improved very much. We saw it more in the beginning stages of this generation where we saw the significant year over year improvement in graphics. And now that we're switching to a new generation, we'll get that again. They'll keep doing that a little bit better. And I don't think they should stop doing that. I'm just saying it's one of like, I think when they say the audio's underrated, I think graphics are overrated in gaming. And that's just a personal opinion. But like, you can agree or disagree, I don't care. But that's my opinion, right? Everyone's like, oh my God, look how gorgeous this looks. Yeah, it can look gorgeous, but like, how does it play? Is the most important factor. So it's nice to see. Really appreciate the work they try to do here. I guess we'll see it when we get it in a couple weeks time on the 4th when it comes out for the new generation. I've already got it on PS5, but yeah, obviously I don't have the upgraded Madden yet. That will come. That'll just be like an upgrade to it or something. But yeah, in my opinion, graphics are nice. We'll see what else they have going forward. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.